Uh,
All
whatever
right,
the
we
topics,
live.
we're
We
good.
live. Welcome back, y'all. This is the 111 show. I'm gonna wait for y'all a couple more people to get up in here, man. But if you tuning in, what you was about to say, Chad? I'm gonna let you say that while we
Man, just talking some pre-pod stuff, man. I just making sure the audio is all good. We good to go. As you can see, it's the weekend,
it is the
Saturday.
weekend.
So outdoor pod. That's what you get on the weekend. Every once in a while, go chill on the patio, absorb this beautiful nature, listen to the
Oh, you
birds chirp.
you in nature, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. All right. I see you. I see you, dog. Yeah, I woke up kind of late today because I stayed up longer than I should have after watching that Heat Nuggets game.
Sheesh, the Aaron Gordon game.
The Aaron Gordon Bruce Brown fourth quarter game. Like Aaron Gordon had the first half and a chokehold. Then the second half, Bruce Brown just like loses his mind in the fourth. Like he can't miss. He driving
Yeah,
to the rack. He going to the line every time. He causes turnovers. I'm like, I text the chat. I'm like, is this Bruce Brown or is this prime Kyrie Irving, dude? Because he finishing and everything. He like tough. These is tough finishes. These are tough shots he taking. It's not like he's sitting wide open like a lot of the guys is.
yeah.
So
He's jellying at the cup, getting crazy finishing, and what it really was is it was Bruce Brown's experience coming through. We all know he was KD's road dog in Brooklyn in the playoffs.
hmm
When Kyrie hurt and Harden hurt and all that.
hmm
All we had the KD and Bruce Brown show, and Bruce Brown was getting off at the 5 at that point, playing center. So this ain't nothing new to Bruce, but let's talk about why Bruce had to do that for a quick second. Michael Porter Jr., bruh, where are you?
They didn't need him. They didn't need him, bro. Like he
Nah.
basically he a
That's
body now on
that's not the
defense.
question though. That's not the question. Where are you? You make way too much money to not be needed. He just got maxed out a summer or two ago.
Yeah, after he had a crazy bubble run.
Yeah, so I mean, Bruce Brown had to step up because Michael Porter would not step up. Michael Porter was not there for it. And Bruce Brown had to fill in those minutes and fill his shoes. All 6'4" Bruce Brown doing what 6'10" Michael Porter couldn't do.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But Bruce Brown he been consistent through the whole playoff though. So I say he more inept to like have a game like that. Braun was the guy. The game before that, he had a quick 15. You know, and they've been having this throughout the whole playoff. Like, dude, you'll get a good because Jokic was in foul trouble.
Yep.
He had like these ticky tack fouls. I'm like, oh, the refs trying to keep the Heat in the game.
Yeah.
They had to sit him down. They had to sit bro down for a good amount of time. And I was like, this is where, in the playoffs, if we watching the trends, it's where Jimmy smells blood in the water, and you like, all right, I'm waiting on it. And then he was pedestrian, nowhere to be found. Like
Yeah.
he was having a tough time because he getting like multiple defenders on him. So he really couldn't get off. So the other guys was doing what they could, but it's the Nuggets just better.
Yep.
I don't want to make excuses for the Heat, but the Nuggets is just better, and I don't want to diminish what the Nuggets did. They're a complete team, one
Mm-hmm.
to five. They play defense, they run, they get up and down the court, and they bigger than them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They just
Yeah.
they bullying them. Aaron Gordon, whatever. It's an Aaron Gordon. You run to Jokic mismatch on whoever they switch on him. I'm seeing Duncan Robinson switched on him. I'm like, oh brother.
Jeez.
Blender. Gabe Vincent getting put on him. Oh brother. Caleb Barton, whoever they rotate on. That's why I don't think we've seen much of that zone. They start punishing that zone.
Yeah, let me hop in here real quick while you're still talking about the size differential, because where it really comes into play and has been affecting these games that we've seen so far is when the ball is stopped. You're in your half court offense, right? And
Hmm.
that's when you get those grimy buckets. Miami likes playing a grimy style of basketball anyway. That's what they want to do. They want to muck it up and have a rock fight. But when Denver is just way bigger than them, that size is it's an escape hatch that they can hit on the side door. Like, hey, let's get out of this jam because we're bigger. Let's just go to the cup. Aaron Gordon started off by going to the cup.
Yeah, that's his
He
strong
went
suit.
he went 3 for 4 from three last night, which was, I mean, we all know Aaron Gordon. He just had the game of his life. He's not
Yeah.
gonna. I don't expect him to do that again. But it's Casper, bro. We know Casper capable of it. But back to the point, real quick, is it's just a size thing, man. It's something you can always count on, and it's as simple as that. Hey, big guys are good at basketball.
Yeah, man.
They have an advantage.
Yep. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. They took them boys down through their paws. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, no holds barred. It didn't matter if Jokic was in the game. You know, I watched the game with some people from work, and you know they like, what's going on? I think that Jokic might not. No, I don't think he need to come in. I was sitting there with him. I'm like, I don't think he need to come in and play the rest of the game because right after Aaron Gordon like cooled off, Bruce Brown
Yeah.
came right in.
Yeah.
Came right in, and I think Jamal like hit a big three before that, but crazy run.
Mike think I'm on a green screen.
Yeah,
but
he ain't on the green screen.
He missed the intro, bro. It's Saturday. We outside with it.
Yeah, my boy Chaz out in nature with the T Morant's on.
With the tees on, you know, just enjoying a beautiful day. It's the weekend. It's pina colada season. It's really time to hit Miami.
Yeah, Mike.
Gang got to hit Miami.
Like the stream, Mike. Stop playing. But yeah, bro. Yeah, you in here like the stream, cuz.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. You make sure y'all share this thing and subscribe. But yeah, I had to throw that in there real quick. I ain't hit him with a true intro. I just, you know, we live, bro. So I ain't trying to like do like the real strict format, like
Right.
you know, when we pre-recording, I feel like it's a little bit more structured. But like on here, I ain't really worried about making no more mistakes. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be made, and like I can't edit them. They already out there, so it is what it is, man. The show goes on. But speaking of Bruce Brown, it's a little. He got a little bit of a situation going on.
What's up? Talk to me.
So rumor has it that he may, and why he might be playing as good is, you know, he may or may not be getting some treatment from the famous corn star Lana Rhodes. You know, the only NBA Lana Rhodes. If y'all not familiar with the actress, you know, she posted, she was at a game. She posted an emoji of her like with the fingers on his hindquarters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then she posted another story of bro at the free throw line. So I'm like,
hey,
he getting some. He may or may not be. I don't know. Allegedly, I ain't gonna put nothing on the man. I ain't gonna put the jacket on the man.
Hey, didn't she have a kid with who was it? Was it Blake?
That's
Griffin?
a rumor, but now people saying,
or was it KD?
Now people saying it's Brucey's because he was on the Nets too.
Wow, we missed that the whole time. It was Bruce the whole time, bro.
Bro, what nobody think about Bruce for real, bro?
What nobody think about Bruce? He was the last because they said star on the Nets. I remember when that rumor first happened. Lana Rhodes impregnated by a star on the Brooklyn Nets. Bruce Brown's not a star, so nobody was thinking him, right? Or they even said former star.
She might have been capping. She don't know. She don't know who a star, bro. He on TV.
Yeah, fact.
Everybody a star at that point,
right?
Yeah, no, dog. That was a fun little narrative I wanted to get off, man. Fun little narrative. But while we talking about corn stars, you know, and Mike
we got some more Nebraska football talk.
You don't know.
Oh, no. Okay.
It's a corn star. I can't say the word because of TOS on here.
Okay.
But the boy Zion in a bit of a situation. Yeah, he, first he was out of control with the food, with the beignets. Buns and beignets, man. Y'all know what it is. I ain't gonna beat around the bush no more. Yeah. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on. If you ain't heard, you've been under a rock. I'm sorry. But the boy apparently got a 30-year-old IG joint pregnant. He had the whole nice video. I'm like, oh, happy family, type stuff. The boy growing up, hopefully this, he get a little bit more groundy, a family man now. But no, you know, an actress, a mattress actress, might I say,
Mm-hmm.
calls him out and says, "Oh, you got her? She whack." She goes on a long rant on
Yeah.
Twitter about him, IG stories, the whole nine. And then out of left field, it's like an episode of WWE because they just running out the tunnel on
Yeah.
Zion. And she come up talking about, you had me courtside. She got receipts of her at the game in the Pelicans
Receipts.
jersey, talking about where my Bentayga, where the bag, where the hoe. So she was mad. She was mad. I can't pin Mike because I can't say that. I can't pin Mike chat message. But
Yeah.
she doing the whole nine, going crazy, bro. Like, and I'm like, Zion, if anything, he did good because he ain't buy her nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He probably just got the year of the means and moved on. But yeah, man, he in some crazy. He doing some crazy work off the court. Them 20,
Crazy work.
he
Hey,
need to he
while
need to
we're
turn that
here,
to his game.
we're talking about beignets and hey, shout out Cafe Du Monde, man. I I don't know if y'all ever touched Cafe Du Monde down in New Orleans. It's the best beignets around. Best you'll ever get. But
He shared this
back
drink.
to Zion, man. I think it was Paul in the Bible who said, even when I would do good, evil is always present. And Zion's out there having a gender reveal. It's all hunky dory, happy, happy, right? Him and his girl. And next thing you know, like you said, they coming out the tunnel from every direction. Boy can't buy a break. I'm talking about what? What was it? A 30 tweet thread from Mariah Mills?
Yeah, that's the
Just
one.
going in.
That's the one.
I'm like, bruh, I would hate to be in his situation just because half of that stuff, more than half of it, is nobody else's business, bro. Like the fact that this girl was on Twitter saying, I'm gonna FaceTime you in a minute at the end of her tweet threads, it's like, yeah, what are you doing, right? Like you could have
Reach,
FaceTimed him off rip to get that off your chest if that's really what it was
reaching.
about. So now we know you clout chasing for real. That's all it was. But still, Zion, I mean, he a young bull. He got a lot of growing up to do. A lot of growing up to do.
Yeah, he got a lot going on, man.
He,
I don't even blame him, bro. He just need to move better,
he
bro.
got to move better. He got to,
He got to
yeah.
move better. That's all it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He not gonna be the first or the last athlete to get caught up. And you know what I'm saying? He ain't the first or the last athlete to, have multiple things going on with multiple women.
Yep.
I'm sure, it's going on. It's going on everywhere, bro. Like, bro. She the 12th man on the Hornets. She got no stats.
Zero stats.
55 overall, no badges. But
Absolutely.
yeah, man. Zion, you gotta move better. You might need a person in position like HR to vet these joints. Do some background checks, do their homework, and then bring them to you. Put them through the proper vetting process, Zion. Because if you're gonna be partaking in that, you can't be moving like that, bro. Just a little advice from the 111 crew.
Yeah, man. He got to tighten it up. That's all. Just tighten it up around the edges. All right. Trim the fat a little bit.
But congratulations to him for he got a daughter on the way, and hopefully we could see 60 games, 65 games from Zion. You know.
Yep.
But yeah, dog. In other news in the NBA, the boy Chris Paul has been released. And I want to ask you, do you have any destinations for Christopher Paul?
Now, I've heard that he was not released yet, not waived yet, but they talked about it possibly happening. So I heard it was not official yet. That's the latest I heard from Woj. Also,
When you hear that?
yesterday.
Mm.
Yeah. So they dropped the news that he got waived, right? And then it was like a day or two later, Woj came back and it's like, no, they got till like June 28th or something like that before they actually waive him. So that being said, they're going to waive him regardless. At this point, we all know it. Somebody spilled the beans a bit too early, so it's gonna happen.
So it's just a foregone conclusion.
It's a foregone conclusion. Now, there's a couple ways to look at this. One way is they waive him and they re-sign him to a team-friendlier deal so they can get some guys around KD and Book in an old CP, so they can actually have a chance to compete. So they're not rolling Jock Landale out there to handle Jokic. That's one way to look at it. The other way is, hey, CP, we appreciate you, but that was the last regime that gave you that 4-year deal after you went to the finals 2 years ago. That was a bad deal. I'm wiping my hands clean. I'm Matt Ishbia. I'm wiping my hands clean. I want nothing to do with it. See ya.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's just Matt Ishbia getting them boys up out of there because he just got a brand new toy, and you know what I'm saying. He filling up the chest with
Yep.
toys he likes. I don't mean to say like I know they athletes because y'all be quick with the comments in the shorts. I'm just saying it's a metaphor, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He just getting the people in there that he want. And uh I'm on I follow a little bit of the Laker stuff, and there was some humming from people who, were asking for Chris Paul, but I don't want Chris Paul. We need some young cats, man. We don't need no more 35-year-olds. We don't need no geriatric folks on the court. We need to go young. So, and he always entered in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
I don't want Chris Paul. We need some reliable folks over there in LA. It might have been a small percentage of people, but he's not reliable when the playoffs come along. It just is what it is, man.
Yeah.
He on two bad hammies, I believe. I'm assuming the other one bad if one of them bad,
Yeah. If
but
one bad, they both bad.
yeah,
It's
you
like
know,
it's like that saying in football. If you say you got two quarterbacks, you don't have one quarterback, right? If you say it, you got one bad hammy. Maybe you got two bad hammies. You can't
yeah,
just
bro.
have one. That's
You
not how it
can't. You ain't
works.
gonna get one over on me.
No, sir. So
You ain't gonna get one over on me, boy.
give me your top three. Let's clean it up. Give me your top three destinations for Critty going forward.
Top three.
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix,
Yeah.
because he's already been there. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's just the vet guy, he is a great locker room guy. He gonna push them boys. He's competitive, you know. And for the regular season, he gonna get you them wins. He gonna have you as a top. He gonna have you in the top half of the West if you have him on your team. And then if I'm him as well, I might maybe in Boston. Maybe in
Oh.
Boston they can get him for the low. You feel me? Get them in Boston. It look like they may need another dog on them to pull it in or wherever they go with the coaching stuff, but they gonna need another voice for him over there in Boston. And then for my last one, it's tough, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Suns in Boston, bro. Like I don't really have three. If I think of a
Yeah.
third, I might jump in. I might jump in and say it, but
All right. So this is going off the top of the dome too. I haven't put much thought into it, but I'm just thinking of teams who could really benefit from a veteran point guard, someone who knows the game, someone who could help teach other young potential stars the game, such as Victor Wembanyama. So I'd like to throw San Antonio in the ring. Him
mm,
with Pop, two of the greatest minds in the game right now.
that
Bringing
sound
Victor up to speed.
that sound nasty, but it
They
might
got the
work.
most. They got the most free agency cap room. I mean, it can't hurt for Victor's rookie year, right? It's like it. It's a older vet to just kind of bring him along and teach him the game while they're also trying to form a team identity around Victor. And Chris Paul is the type of guy that can help them do that.
Yeah, but
Um,
that's why I thought the Suns would be still a good place for him to be because you got D Book and KD. You know what I'm saying? KD
yeah.
already said he really don't want to be a leader. He just want to hoop. And then
Hmm.
D Book, obviously, he's a leader already. And if Ishbia does what I think he's gonna do, which is bolster that bench and get some more guys, get some more bigs, maybe
Yep.
see what you could get for Aiton because it seemed like everything for sale right now because you got rid of Monty. So
Hmm.
I'm not thinking Aiton is the most safe person on that roster as far as the third guy, the third option. That third option could be potentially two solid role players.
Yep.
And that's just how I feel. Cause
Now, I do like Boston. They've been in need of a point guard for a while now, man. Like a true point, Marcus Smart is not that. He'll never be that. We know that now.
I like him at the 2.
They tried to force him into that role. Ime got the best out of him, and Ime is no longer there. Thank you, Neil Long. You ruined the NBA. So I think Chris Paul, I think Chris could fit in Boston too. Um, Obviously it'd be a money issue at this point, but they could work something out, get him on a vet man. And then lastly, the one that you instantly shut down, I gotta say LA, bro. I gotta say the Lakers, bro.
No.
Now, hear me out. He's not gonna be a guy you can rely on to play 80 games, of course, right? But
Exactly.
if you can get 50 games out of Chris Paul, and then you see how Bron and AD can take it up a level in the playoffs, imagine having another guy who, in those tight situations, can attack a Jokic on a pick and roll with AD, right? Like Chris Paul made a whole hoop mixtape off that bubble series against Jokic. He did the same thing against Gobert. And I
But
think
is he gonna be healthy to do it though? That's
that's
not
what
the
I
question.
that's
It's
what
not
I'm
it's
saying.
not a question of skill.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is a Hall of Fame first ballot guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's unselfish. He don't need the ball. He don't need all the shots. He don't need none of that. But is he gonna have a tread on them tires
That's unknown, but
when the time comes?
all we can talk about is fit,
He hasn't had it. He
right?
hasn't. That comes into fit. That's a factor. That's a real factor. Some
That
guys it may not be, but this is a real factor.
that's a factor, but in this hypothetical of landing spots, we gotta kind of take that out, right? That's why I said somebody that can only play maybe 50 games for the regular season. Because I mean, you can say that about anybody getting hurt, right? Like AD and Brown were relatively healthy this playoff series. What's the chances of that happening again next year, right? Like we don't know. So I mean, we're kind of projecting no matter what. But I think Chris would actually be a solid fit in that guard spot, right? Like in that D'Lo role. Take D'Lo's minutes away, get those to Chris Paul.
D'Lo is not going to be in
What?
LA.
Exactly, but I'm just saying off what we just watched in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I see what you're
that's a better
saying.
basketball team.
I see what you're saying. They still would have got cooked by Denver, but I digress.
Absolutely.
So, bro, tell me, are we still in the NBA world right now?
Go ahead, talk to me.
Dalvin Cook is no longer a Viking. In NFL news,
Yeah,
it has been released. We made jokes about it that he's having he had the shoulder issues lingering a lot. And they had to use somebody else. But a couple things. What is that run game going to look like in Minnesota? And where is Dalvin going?
do you actually care what the run game in Minnesota is gonna look like?
My immediately knee jerk reaction was the Lions is just got a little bit more of an advantage to win
They
the
did.
North.
They absolutely did. All right, so
I'm
I
happy
don't
to see
mean
Dalvin. I'm happy to see Dalvin going, but I don't ever want to see a man get released and have his job in question.
well. What was that video we seen Dalvin down in Miami with Travis? Remind me his last name. Travis, who just beat the case from Florida State.
Oh, Travis Rudolph.
Travis Rudolph. We seen him in the Travis Rudolph video, and this is a day before he's released, or at least the news comes out that he's released. And I'm like, yo, I sent a group chat. I said, Dalvin going to the Dolphins, bro. I'm like, he want to go home. I see it. He want to go home. This offseason, the Vikings extended Madison on, I guess you could call it starting running back money. It's kind of tough to judge because running backs are getting hold something crazy in the league nowadays. So I guess you could say Alexander Madison got starter money. So the writing was on the wall for Dalvin to be released or cut. And I honestly don't care what Minnesota's run game is going to look like. I just know it's not going to be good. That's all I know.
Sam with the chat said Chris Paul is washed. It's time to retire, buddy.
He got to get them checks, Sam. He got to get them checks.
He got to get them checks, and he gonna be a good vet, bro. He a good vet.
Yeah,
That's but yeah, man. I ain't mean to cut you off, but yeah, the Dalvin running backs. We know how they do running backs. They invaluable until you need to run the ball, and you run it with a guy who is not that guy. Like I said, Dalvin Cook, extremely talented, but he had injury problems. And what is the stigma on running backs and why running backs don't get paid? Injury problems. Or it's inevitable once they in their 30s that it's a wrap, you know.
yeah,
But as soon as you need to chew that clock, and you need somebody to dump the ball off to because your receiver's getting locked up, and you passing it to a subpar guy who's not a Dalvin, a Saquon, you know, Jonathan Taylor, who's not Eckler. The list goes on. We need to hand the ball off about 10 times to Chubb. When it's not that guy, and you need that, it's a wrap.
yeah,
So I think running backs is extremely undervalued right now because
they are.
when you need them most, and this is what wins games. We know what happened. Like most of the time, NFL games is close games,
Hmm.
and you know what you're gonna have to do in a close game: run the rock. When you need to keep a lead, run the rock.
Hmm.
So even when the play ain't gonna work, those guys that I listed off, they can improvise, they can make something happen. They got that special in them to make that stuff happen.
This is another thing too, Melvin, that annoys me about the running back devaluation, if that's a word. Um,
Made it one.
what's the most efficient pass in football? It's the play action pass. The threat of a run is enough. You don't even have to be a good running team to be a successful play action passing offense. You just have to have the threat of the run to make the linebackers read their keys. And there's instincts that are taught to linebackers and defensive linemen and safeties since the time they're 3, 4, or 5 years old, right? We're taught to take that read step towards the line first, right?
Right.
And when they're showing run, they have to step a little bit closer. They can't drop back into coverage as fast, right?
That's why the
And
RPO so deadly right now.
that's why the RPO is so deadly, and that's why a play action pass has a higher EPA than any other pass in the game. Way higher than any drop back pass. I don't care who you have.
All right,
Even
break EPA down for the people who ain't coaches or football players.
so, basically, it is taking into account your efficiency in situations um, that a regular stat cannot. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's 3rd and 15 and you have a 10-yard completion, it's weighted differently than if it's 3rd and 8 and you have a 10-yard completion, because that 10-yard completion means a lot more when it's 3rd and 8 because you're getting a first down, right?
Coach Chauncey, y'all.
So basically it's just a way to actually like talk about efficiency and not just use blown up numbers like we see in basketball a lot. Sorry.
Ha.
Anyway, back to Dalvin, man. Running backs, bro, they're still valuable, and I think Dalvin will land on his feet. He's still got a couple good years left in him. My choice is Dalvin going to Miami.
I think because it's an upper body injury, he gonna have a lot more tread on them tires. I'm gonna just say that. But yeah, man, if he go to Miami, that's gonna shake up the league, I believe, bro. Because one, I just said it, the Lions are the favorite for the North. Well, it was reports that they're the favorite because they made some great changes. And I feel like in that way, with the Vikings minus Dalvin Cook, Kirk Cousins gonna have to pass the ball a lot more on a Vikings offensive line that wasn't the greatest.
Yeah,
And a lot of those times, those close games that they won can turn the other way. We seen it with the Raiders the year before that. When they ran up, they had a lot of close win games that they won up until that last Bengals game when they lost. And then fast forward to next year, they get Devontae Adams and we gonna build off what we did last year, but y'all barely got out of there.
yeah,
And all them close wins turned into losses. So the Vikings, they on thin ice. They on thin ice. But they historic organization that had a lot of success. So we'll see what changes
How
they
many
made.
how many more seasons do you give Kirk as the starting quarterback in Minnesota?
Well, didn't they just draft another guy? Did they draft a guy from the BYU kid? I think
You
so.
tell me. I'm
I
not
think so.
sure.
I think so. I think they drafted a quarterback. A lot of people were calling for them to pick up like a QB in the draft, like later on.
Yeah.
So
So
I
you
think
think, yeah. Go ahead.
what? How often do we do? You know, usually we see red shirts. That's what they doing nowadays. Red shirts, or in Jordan Love case, you a couple of red shirts, gray shirt, academic, whatever you,
Yeah.
whatever. How many other shirts you want
That
to put
boy got
on?
the he
But
got the green shirt, the classic Packer green shirt.
yeah, he was on ice.
Yeah.
So Kirk Cousins got a couple more years in Minnesota, and then probably Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell, that's his name, right? The head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He probably gonna want to get a guy of his choosing in there because he inherited Kirk Cousins.
Facts.
So that's where I'm at on it. But yeah, man. And then if we talking about NFC East, well, not NFC East,
North.
AFC, NFC. No, for the Dolphins, right?
AFC
If
AFC East.
AFC East. One of the letters. I'm tripping, but AFC East, right?
Yep.
Jets, Bills, Dolphins,
Patriots.
Patriots.
My guys. Don't forget about them. Everybody wants to forget about them. Don't.
They're gonna play. They are anyway. It's a tough conference right now because
It is.
if they do end up landing Dalvin, let me land this. If they do end up landing Dalvin, now you have Dalvin Cook, and I don't know if they still have Raheem Mostert.
They do.
We probably got the U.S. Olympic sprint team on offense, man. So the Dolphins will get more dangerous, barring the QB.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC about to be a grudge match. I don't know who's gonna come out of that thing.
It's gonna be wild, bro, because so you got Tyreek and Waddle, right? Probably the two fastest receivers in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Then you add Devon A Chain to that, Ricky out of Texas A&M, who is an absolute burner. He's Tyreek Hill-esque in every way, besides the fact that he plays running back. You got Mostert, who we all know is a lifelong burner. He always has been. You're adding Dalvin to that, who is a more balanced running back. They have Jeff Wilson Jr. there too. It's 49ers Southeast is what it is. So they got Jeff over there
too. Faster.
Bro, they're just going to be stacked. They're going to be able to attack you in any way, and they're gonna cause fits for a Buffalo defense. They'll cause fits for a New York defense. They may not trouble my boy Bill that much up in New England, but the AFC East is going to be a division to watch this year for sure. It'll be one of the best divisions of football for sure.
Keep an eye on it. We're gonna see some good games. Keep an eye on it. But yeah, dog, that's you know what I'm saying. You got anything else on the NFL world before I move on to my next question?
I think I'm good.
All right. I was pondering over this, you know what I'm saying, while I was at the gym. And I was like, man, if you could add one physical attribute to your game when you was playing, or what would it be?
Sheesh. Me personally, I would say Tyreek Hill type speed. Does that count as a physical attribute?
Yeah,
or
that's
what?
a physical attribute.
Yeah, I would just want to be a burner, bro. Like, not to sound crazy, but I was solid enough everywhere else. I just wasn't gonna run away from you forever. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah.
I just wasn't gonna run away from you forever. So if you give me a 4-3, 4-2, yeah, bro, it's over with. I'm in the league right now, no doubt. We'll be talking about Tony Pollard and Chaz Moore in the backfield in Dallas right now.
So you would have forced your way to Dallas, huh?
Yeah, I would have held out until I got to Dallas for sure.
No, for myself, I definitely would have went like height. if I was like, you know, Kevon Thibodeau, Chase Young, Aiden Hutchinson height.
Yeah.
I play defense. I played on the D line, so you know, I had to be fast, but I don't got to be that fast.
Yeah, nah.
I don't got to be that fast, especially if I just slide to the 3 tag.
Yeah, facts.
I ain't gotta. I'm working in a booth, and if my arms, if I got a 6'8" wingspan, 6'9" wingspan, if you will, ain't no guard touching me.
It's over with. It's over with.
Ain't no guard touching me. And yeah. So that'd be the attribute. I don't need to be fast. I don't really care. I don't really care about that.
Yeah,
It was all strength and explosiveness, which, you know, yeah, that's cool, man.
What made you think of that, bro? That's funny,
bro. I was just pondering. I was on the treadmill and I was like, they had the like an NFL replay on of the Chargers and Seahawks. And I was looking at Poona Ford. He like 5'11", 5'10" on the D line for the Seahawks.
Interior,
Yep. So I'm like, hey man, you know, he doing it. Shout out to him for the, you know what I'm saying, the undersized D lineman.
Yep.
But yeah, dog, even if I was that height, bro, if you was playing D line, I remember they just come, you know how the recruiting thing is. They come fire. You see like the little jokes about like the coach finding like the 6'3" kid, the 6'4" kid pulling up to him, or they peeking in the basketball practices, seeing who they can grab. Like,
yep.
I seen a Miles Bridges, Mikal Bridges interview where he was like, yeah, the coach had me coming there and I just ran fades. I didn't want to do nothing else. Like,
simple.
I just came there, red fades. I'm 6'8". You know
I
what I'm saying?
would have loved to have a Mikal Bridges on my team to just throw fades too.
Yeah, you get down to the
anywhere
it's
in
over
the
with.
field. I don't even got to get to the red zone. Nah, hey,
it's over with, bro.
Kale up there somewhere. That's
yeah,
it,
man. And then I up next to move on from us, you know, pondering over our athletic year.
Yep.
I had a question. Yesterday. Submitted to the 111 page. It said, "Who is your top 5 in the NBA right now?"
Sheesh. Okay.
You're on the spot.
Yeah.
You're on the spot.
Right. Not put much thought into it. I'm gonna say Giannis, Jokic, Steph, Luka. Giannis, Jokic, Steph, Luka. It's weird. It's between like a KD, MB.
I say the fifth. The fifth is interchangeable. It's very interchangeable.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways you can go here. You can go. All right, let's just say, give me KD, bro. Give me easy money sniper. Let me run that back. All right, top 5.
It's your top 5.
Yeah, so I can clean it up
right now. Top 5 in the NBA for the Clips.
Say it with some conviction. All right, we got Giannis, Jokic, Steph, Luka, and KD. Top 5 in the league right now.
All right,
gotta be.
For my top 5 in the league right now, it's similar to yours, but because it's so interchangeable and because Embiid won it, he cracked my 5 over KD. So for the sake of the Clips, I'm gonna go right now. Jokic, Giannis, Steph. I have 4. I got Embiid, then Luka.
Okay.
Or I might swap. I'm gonna swap Luka for KD.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
KD at 5. You know what I'm saying? Like when KD before injury, he was on a different planet earlier in the year, and I think like towards as the year goes on. He kind of get lost in the wash, and then in the layup line, the boy.
And the boys on link, man.
Yeah,
He couldn't help it.
that was very unfortunate for Dog.
Yeah, mine was not in order though. For just to let you know, I just named the top 5. I didn't put it in
mine
one to
wasn't in
5
order,
order.
but like my fringe player, like if it was like if they was in a group, if it was a group in this circle, this circle is the 5.
Yep.
Like Luka, KD, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go down the list, even Dame,
Bron,
Jason Tatum, Bron, they all
Tatum.
floating around.
Yep.
Because I also got posed the question: as you getting, because people throw in all type of factors like, oh, is it playoff LeBron? But I was like, LeBron was only giving us about like a good like half in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But he also had like a foot and ankle injury.
He had plantar fasciitis, dude.
They talking about they need to go in and like might have surgery to clear some stuff out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, real quick, this how I know Bron getting old, bro. And CeeLo got mad at me last time I said Bron was old, which
He is old.
It's just the truth, man. You
He's
just gotta face
38.
it. I didn't say he was trash. I just said he's old. This how I know
Correct.
Bron getting old. He's starting to get them injuries that my dad had when I was growing up. And I swear it's like every year I was learning about a new injury because my dad was popping up with a new injury, right? All them years of balling and stuff. And plantar fasciitis is when I remember my dad pulled out of nowhere, and like I was in like middle school. I'm like, that can't be real. And then next thing you know, Tony Parker had it, and they were talking about it on ESPN. I'm like, oh wow, that's actually real. So with Bron getting them dad injuries, I'm like, yeah, Bron is officially old for sure.
Too much tread. That's a lot of tread on them tires, bro. For him now to be getting them type of injuries, it's like, okay, he's showing his age. The man done played 2 lifetimes in the NBA. So with that being said, I'm gonna spice the question up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your top 5 under 25?
You have a list for me for under 25, or am I off the top of the DZ?
Off the dome. We live and you on the spot.
All right. Under 25, that would have to be Mobley has to be in there. Evan Mobley.
Hold on, Chaz. I'm gonna bring it back for you because Jason Tatum is 25. I'm gonna put that in perspective. Luka is under 25. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's under 25.
There's no way Shai's under 25.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I would
need you to walk this back or look at your phone.
I'm looking it up right now.
It ain't no way you came Evan Mobley first. I would have said,
bro. He just came in like 2nd or 3rd place for defensive player of the year.
I would have came
Ant-Man. Dang, Shai's 24.
I would have came Ant-Man first.
Sheesh. Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna change my answer a little bit. All right. So first of all, Shai is one of my favorite players to watch. He's in there. Luka, obviously in there. Tatum, it's a given. He's in there. So that's 3 that are locked in. 4 would have to be. I think Anthony Edwards has to be in there.
I'm gonna go.
He's had playoff success.
I don't know how old Fox is, but I'm gonna have to go.
He Lonzo age. He got to be over 25. Right? He's got to be.
How old is Jamal?
Let's see. I'm about to look up De'Aaron.
All right, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how old Jamal is right now, and then
De'Aaron is 25 on a dot.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go De'Aaron and Jamal to round the list out. Oh no, 25? Jamal 26.
Okay,
Jamal 26.
So, wait. No Ja, no Zion. What's going on here?
Oh, Ja in there. Ja in there for sure.
Our lists are bad, bro.
Ja in there for sure. All right, so hold on.
I just thought about
rewind the tape. I think it's just because Ja got so much stupid stuff going on, but Ja for sure on the list.
Ja's there. He has to be.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is for sure on the list. Yes. Jason Tatum is for sure on the list. Luka is for sure on the list. Yeah, we had to walk all that back.
So we got 4 locks right now. There has to be
4 locks.
Has to be one more lock.
How would you say De'Aaron was?
De'Aaron is 25. Anthony Edwards is under 25. We've seen Anthony Edwards playoff success.
De'Aaron got the edge over it, man.
Okay.
In my list.
Okay.
Then the guys. Them
I
gotta
forget
be
how young the NBA is,
them
man.
gotta be the guys. I don't know how old D Book is either. D Book might have an edge over them.
Book got to be 27.
He might be 26.
Yeah, 26, 27 for sure. Book had a lot of lean years in Phoenix before he got some attention.
Yeah.
We knew about him.
Yeah, we knew about him. Grand Rapids boy.
I remember. Yeah, I remember when he got drafted. Seen him at
Yeah, he 26. He 26. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So our list was cool. We had to bring it together.
Had to really think on it.
Had to bring it together, man. But that's gonna be a clip for sure. That was funny. We almost voted. I heard Evan Mobley.
Off rip.
I can't let you go like that with Evan Mobley when Luka is in the league.
The problem is I actually tried to defend it too for a half second. Like, hold on, bro.
I couldn't let you go like that, man.
I didn't know it was so deep under 25. I did not.
Also, on the last clip, I know we talked about it, but I'm gonna talk about it on the live because I didn't make a short about it. For the Cowboys clip, do you want to defend yourself?
No, it's fine. Cowboy Nation knows where I stand, man. I've gone to bat for Dak multiple times on here already. We've been recording for a month, man, and I've already gone to bat for Dak multiple times. So that being said, y'all know where I stand, man. I just don't like the way you cut that clip, man. You made it sound as if I hated the Cowboys.
Listen, bro, I was tired, bro, and you know what I'm saying. That was a good point in the conversation.
It was,
but I started it too early. I probably was talking to Taryn when I was like starting it. I shouldn't be doing that, you know. Shout out to Taryn. You gotta go.
Shout out, Lil D.
But yeah, dog. So the clip was the clip. I don't think you really went in on him. I feel like you just gotta hold your team accountable. My team don't even have a quarterback that's, you know.
I don't know who's starting on your team, so yeah.
It's probably gonna be Trey Lance and then Brock Purdy, but you know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy got thrown in there, you know, and then let anybody else tell it. Brock Purdy should now be the starter, and he's shown poise in the game. You know, he's a 4-year guy, so you know we'll see what it turns out to. But Trey Lance is the pick, and they seem like they got a little bit of a QB. 2 QB thing going on. It's a little college for me, but it is what it is, dog. It is what it is. But for my last thing,
talk to me.
In NFL news, give me which running back you would take versus that running back. Okay. So we got the Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. And then we got the Browns running back, Nick Chubb. Which one would you take? If you was drafting.
This is like probably the closest and best you're going to get for a 1-to-1 comparison for who to take. Because Chubb is probably the most slept on back in the league. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
I think so.
He carried him. You know what I'm saying? He had a... You know, shout out to the boy who was playing quarterback for him, Jacoby Brissett, but you know, he obviously ain't the $200 million man.
So I'll leave it at this. Jonathan is more explosive and will give you more big plays, but on a down basis, carry to carry basis, give me Chubb, bro. I gotta take Chubb because Chubb's a walking 5 a carry, bro, and he gonna get them tough yards. He's always going to fall forward no matter what, bro. Give me Chubb, bro, for sure.
Okay. Now we gonna do another one. Which one of these guys would you take? Austin Eckler, Alvin Kamara. They very similar. Again.
It's another good one. I'd have to say give me AK. It's been a couple years since we've seen him with a competent passing game to complement what he does out of the backfield, running routes, the screen game, running between the tackles. All that is dependent on how well that pass game is in New Orleans. And I really think New Orleans has done a disservice in the passing attack period since Drew Brees left. It's not their fault. They got to rebuild. It's fine. They finally
Yeah.
got Derek Carr in the building. I think Derek Carr is going to be really good this year. I think the Saints win at least 10 games this year. I don't know how much Alvin Kamara is going to play. Like, is he supposed to be suspended or something? So I'm not
Yeah,
going to.
he was like boxing or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is a
Give
hypothetical.
me
So
AK, bro.
he never socked nobody allegedly. But you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For them last 2 picks, I'm probably gonna go. With the boy Nick Chubb, and then give me. I say Nick Chubb because he been doing it a little longer. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know Jonathan Taylor he had a crazy like struck of like health where he hadn't missed a game like ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to put the injury bug on him. I hope you have an amazing year, amazing back, super athletic. But if I need a guy, I don't need you to hit home runs for me. Like I said earlier, I need you to grind it out. And I feel
Yeah.
like Nick Chubb is that guy that I need to hit up. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, if he get in the open field, he gonna get the job done. You feel me?
Yeah.
He gonna get it done. He score a lot of touchdowns. But
I got one for you. If you don't got no more for me, I got one that'll put you on the spot.
all right, bet. Come on.
All right. Are you taking Saquon Barkley or your very own CMC?
I'm gonna go Saquon.
Okay.
But it's a tough. This is a tough one because Christian McCaffrey route running is so superior.
Yep.
That it's unmatched, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you could probably say a couple guys like, you know, like we said Alvin Kamara with the route running and stuff like that. But his like, you could probably put him in slot.
I was
Like
about to say
if you wanna,
CMC and Kamara are in a tier of their own, and then there's everybody else at this point.
you could put him in the slot. But like as a pure running back, because Saquon could catch the ball too. I mean, he now got the route running ability, but if I give him some space,
Yeah.
he does magic. And from seeing him from college, being a freshman up until now, just because I watched so much Big Ten ball, I gotta go Saquon. For the type of offense I want to run, I gotta go Saquon.
That's a tough one, man.
That is very tough, bro. Because like that's an element to the game where like if you're a receiver, like he gonna be the mismatch on the linebacker every time. So I almost want to go back on it, but Saquon too dynamic.
Yeah.
Like he too dynamic. Like with the ball in his hand, he can make something out of nothing. I know CMC could do it better, but you know, as far as improvisation, whatever the word is, improvising, doing the Houdini act, I'm gonna get out of Saquon.
Yeah,
And
facts.
I'm gonna take Saquon on that one. But
It's crazy, man, because 3 years ago, this question is, are you taking what would it be 3 years ago? It would be Zeke or Todd Gurley as a top two, you know what I mean? Like Zeke, Todd Gurley, Derrick Henry, Saquon was still there because he came on the scene instantly. So yeah, I mean, 3 years ago, the names were Kareem Hunt coming off a master season in Kansas City. So yeah,
I mean, that's how they get running
times
backs up
came
out of
quickly.
here. That's how they get the running backs up out of here. But okay. I got a question for you now. Lamar or Jalen Hurts?
What are we doing here, man?
Lamar or Jalen Hurts?
I know you did not have that written down. You just
I did not have it. I did not have it written down.
Oh man. Well, this is not going to be hard for me because I absolutely do hate Philadelphia fans. So yeah, give me Lamar, bro. And I say this because I believe Lamar's ceiling is higher than Jalen Hurts. If you look at the plays Jalen Hurts had to make this year, let's be real. They ran the ball more than anybody in the league in the second half of games. So Jalen Hurts' work was basically done in the first half. And the reason for that is because they had the best O-line and they're able to get the ball to their playmakers quick. Like I said, Shane Steichen, now the head coach of the Colts, RPO mastermind, and they're putting defenses in a position where they basically can't be right? So, I mean, if Lamar was in that offense, Lamar would have what 3 rings by now. If Shane Steichen was the OC for Baltimore the last 5 years,
Are you saying
Lamar
like
would have 3 rings
Jalen
right now.
Hurts is are you saying like
Jalen
after
Hurts
Jalen
has
Hurts
a
made
ceiling on
his
him,
his
and Lamar's
improvements?
ceiling is higher.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. I don't know if it's that much higher, but Lamar, I'm taking Lamar. Like just to start it off, I'm taking Lamar. I think I think Lamar might have. I think Lamar has the better arm.
I agree.
Bel Believe it or not,
I do agree.
folks. Just a couple. I know it's crazy to hear because, and like Philadelphia fans probably gonna hate us. Jalen Hurts.
Let
I
him.
picked. I picked Jalen on my. I picked Jalen Hurts as like an early MVP candidate. I think he can have that type of year next year. But
Hmm.
if we're talking about Lamar, who has won the MVP already with, with what he has, he's now getting Odell. He's now, rumor has it, possibly DeAndre Hopkins. He's bringing Rashad Bateman back. You know what I'm saying? Still got Mark Andrews.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers is a rookie. They should be healthier on defense this year. So let's see what the flock do. And I'll say, as far as like running styles, I think Jalen Hurts and Lamar. Jalen Hurts has some finesse. He can juke you out, do the whole thing. But I feel like Lamar is a more an elusive type of guy as far as like running styles.
Mm,
And he not gonna take the hits that Jalen Hurts gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Even
yeah,
though they both know when to they both do a good job of like getting out of bounds. But I feel like Jalen Hurts more likely is the guy who's gonna try and run you over. They love to throw that 600-pound squat out there.
love it.
But yeah, man, I think Jalen Hurts, he made amazing improvements to his arm, and he had a lot of good touch on those deep balls last year. Pause. Because that was something he struggled with coming out right. I know, like they put Tua in because he didn't have the accuracy Tua had,
Yep.
but that's not him anymore. It's college, obviously. But as far as you saying the ceiling, I see where you're coming from. Because
Yeah.
Lamar hasn't really got a chance to like showcase his arm all the time. We see it here and there with Hollywood Brown,
Yep.
but as far as pushing the ball down the field, I believe we're gonna see that this year. And he's even going as far as to saying, "I want to pass the ball a little bit more. Let's run. I want to see that. I want to see that play action. I want to see some bombs to Zay Flower. I hope the hands is there. Sometimes it's a wobbler with receivers if it translates to the NFL or not. But I'm confident in Zay Flowers. Hoping Odell stays healthy the whole year
And
because I think people forgot about Odell a little bit.
yes, I agree.
But he's a great route runner. He was, you know what I'm saying. He always had to breakaway speed in the routes his rookie year and the great catches. But I think his route running is severely underrated
Hmm. For sure.
because all the people want to see is the catches of him in open field. But he probably not gonna be that guy no more. But I think his routes is gonna be crazy. I
Yep.
think Lamar gonna be able to get him the ball. If they get
And
that chemistry down, it's gonna be a problem.
I agree. But I just want to tackle something you said a little bit earlier, real quick. When you look at, we talk about arm strength for quarterbacks in NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way you can really tell the difference between arm strength and the NFL quarterback is it's not going to be in a deep ball. They all can throw a deep ball, right? A
Mm-hmm.
deep ball is there's 1,000 guys right now that can throw an NFL deep ball, but an intermediate pass on a rope that has to be there on a level 1 or a level 2 throw. My quarterbacks out there, you know what I'm talking about, or even a short pass on an out route or something like that that has to get there now. That's when a quarterback separates himself arm strength wise from his counterparts. And there are not 1,000 guys out here that can throw an NFL intermediate ball through a window, through a tight window, get it there on the rope on time. So arm strength, when you think about it, going into next season, don't just watch for the deep balls and think, oh, he got a cannon. Yeah, well, let's see what he does on these dig routes, on these dagger concepts. That's when you see if somebody got a rocket on these comebacks, on these deep outs. That's when you're gonna really see the arm strength difference.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, bro. Because I see Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert sometimes have a problem with those short throws, and they top. They got some nice arms. They got great arm talent. Even Josh Allen has struggled sometimes with them short and intermediate passes.
Hey, stay on Josh Allen for a second. Quick second. After he hurt his UCL last season, what did they do? They threw deep more than anybody in the league. Why did they throw deep if he has a hurt elbow? Because it's easier to throw the ball deep than it is to put it on a rope and throw intermediate and short. Go ahead.
That's all. That's all I have to say about it. I'm just saying, like, the big arm guys. I could even drop it down to college. Joe Milton was better at Tennessee because Tennessee had burners who he could probably flick a booger 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? But you see it. If y'all are not familiar with Joe Milton, cut on the tape and watch him throw the ball. But if you cut on the full tape and you see those intermediate throws or some of the shorter throws, they got to pull something off it and they got to be a little bit more precise.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. Or if this year the NFL coming up, or if you got some time, watch the full game tape of guys like Josh Allen, the boy down in Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, all great arm talent, all can make amazing throws, great QBs, but sometimes them shorter throws. And Drew Brees would get that stigma on him, and Tom Brady would kind of get that stigma on him that they check it down, or even Peyton Manning, where they throw it a little bit shorter, or they make them passes, but they was extremely accurate. Or even Tua, he got great anticipation on his throws.
He does.
But people always want to talk about his deep ball.
Yep.
So I think it's that them is anticipation throws where you got to think and throw
and deliver,
or else it's getting picked off and it's going back the other way.
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers is extremely deadly accurate as well. Patrick Mahomes do a great job of it too.
Yeah, Dak Prescott too.
I had to throw Dak in there, but yeah, them guys they could throw them short routes and them, like you said, them intermediate routes. Watching them, you know what I'm saying? They get the drive going. I think that's a lot of the time we see with rookie quarterbacks. They sometimes struggle with them reads because if you don't make that read right there, it's picked or it's an incompletion.
Yep.
Because them boys ain't playing; they get paid to. Yeah, dog. I feel like that was a good convo, man. That was a good
man.
I
always love to dive into some football talk, especially unexpected football talk.
I feel like it's been so NBA heavy. Like we ain't really get to like flex our football muscles, so to speak. And I missed the Big Ten talk because I was in Florida, bro. So
Well, hey, Melly. All right, so we're basically done with the pod, right? There's no more topics.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me what you think about this. Over the summer, maybe let's do college football. I kind of want to do a conference preview once a week. Like, say we do maybe a Big Ten on Tuesday, an SEC on Thursday, or a Big Ten on Tuesday, and AFC South on Thursday. You know what I mean? And make sure we cover all the bases with the previews. What do you think about doing that this summer to kind of break up the football talk?
So we're gonna be kind of on the road, so to speak, from the comfort of your crib. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that. Y'all let us know in the comments, man. Also, if y'all stop by anytime during the live, when y'all watching this back, drop a like and subscribe. We at 162 subs as of now. And if y'all get in here right now, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Help the channel grow. The platform is growing. The quality gonna keep getting better. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get the other co-hosts here. We're gonna switch it up. Topics gonna stay fresh. The Instagram page is up where y'all can communicate with us. I'm dropping the Facebook page. Y'all can like the page. Y'all can debate there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In the community post, I'm gonna be dropping questions like how I just asked Chaz on the spot. And y'all could drop what y'all think about them, man. So subscribe. Made it all the way through here. Appreciate y'all. But subscribe to the channel. Chaz, you got anything for the folks at the crib?
Hey, thank you as always. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, without further ado,
Thank you.
I'm finna get us up out of here, Cole.